What's going on, my dudes? Today I'm going to be showing you the best loadout for Call of Duty Warzone. Let's get into it. What's going on, my dudes, and welcome back to the Onestep channel, and welcome today to where I'm going to be explaining to y'all the best Call of Duty Warzone loadout that y'all are sleeping on, alright? You guys are sleeping on this loadout harder than a dad at a barbecue who just had a beer, alright? I don't know why no one's talking about it. I see some people mention it, but no one's... This is insane. That's why I had to make this video, because none of y'all are talking about it. None of y'all are even mentioning it, alright? I'm going to be going over the loadout first of all. I'm going to be going over why I have the attachments that I have and why it's the best loadout. And I'm gonna give you, then at the end here, I'm gonna give you guys my loadout so y'all can use it as well. And I'm just gonna come out and say, I'm just gonna spit it out. I'm just gonna say it, because you guys are not gonna expect this one. Okay, the Ram 7. You guys are all sleeping on the Ram 7. You guys thought I was gonna say like the M13 or the M4 or the MP7, MP5, whatever M gun you guys are using. You're using it wrong. The Ram 7 is where it's at. You wanna know why? You wanna know right? So the Ram 7 here. Let me just give you a look at what I'm talking about. So let me show you guys right here the Ram 7. Look at that control. There's basically zero sway when zoomed in. Look at how much of a laser that is in the recoil control you have. Look at how tight that spread is. And next, on top of the Ram 7, I'll go over my loadout and my attachments for it in just a minute. But what you guys want to put with the Ram 7, the SPR 208 marksman rifle, or I like to call it the marksman sniper, because let's be honest here, basically sniper, even after they nerfed it, still an absolute beast when it comes to sniping. I'm gonna go over my loadout for that one and my attachments for that as well, but let me show you guys why you need to be using the SPR attached to your Ram 7.
One on the right, you get the one on the left.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Downed him. Oh, downed him!
I don't know where he is, I just saw him.
Downed him. And that right there is why you want the SPR as your secondary weapon. You guys will be hitting those awesome, sick sniper shots with my loadout. Now, the Ram 7, by the way, so the Ram 7 is great at medium to long range. It can do some damage up close as well. I'll be frank with you, there's more times than close range. There's more times that I'm fighting an enemy at medium to long range than to close, but even when up close, it shreds. Now, the SPR 208 is for those long range engagements. It can do medium to long range engagements. The SPR 208 with the correct attachments, awesome range, awesome damage. Now, what are my attachments? What are my loadouts for the Ram 7 and the SPR 208? Well, let's get into it. So here we have it right here, my Ram 7 loadout, and let's just jump right in there. So first and foremost, guys, we have the monolithic suppressor. The model suppressor, I feel like, goes almost on every weapon we're gonna do. So I bet you that was no surprise. Now, beside from that, we have the FSS Ranger barrel. Now, why do we have the FSS Ranger barrel? We want that damage range, we want that bullet velocity, and we want that recoil control. All of those things for one attachment. You joking me? You gotta be using the FSS Ranger barrel. Okay, now we're gonna use a sight as well. So the sight, I don't really care what you guys use. I use the VLK 3x OPTIC because it gives me the most medium to long range ability and some up close. I mean, you guys can use whatever you want. I choose the VLK 3x OPTIC for that reason. Now, you also want the 50 round mags. Why do you want the 50 round mags? More ammo. That's less time for you to reload. That's more bullets you can shoot at your enemy before they can reload, before they can react, and you're just mowing them down with 50 round mags. Now, the other thing you want on there is, of course, the Commando foregrip. Why do we want the Commando foregrip? We want that recoil control. We want the aiming stability. You guys saw, I showed you a prime example of the recoil control and what a laser beam this Ram 7 can be with these attachments. I can't even talk, it's getting me so riled up. So because you guys are using this bad boy, and you need to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Ram 7 loadout. Now, what's on my SPR 208? SPR 208 marksman sniper. Let's jump into it. Monolithic suppressor. I told you. I bet you guys did not see that one coming. We want that damage. We want that bullet velocity. We want those bad boys that the mono suppressor gives us. Secondly, we want the SPR 26-inch barrel. Why do we want that barrel? We want it because of damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Again, just things you have to have, and we are just increasing the damage and the range on this bad boy, thus turning it into the sniper that it really is. Now, with that being said though, those two things do bring down our ADS a little bit. That's why we add the TAC laser. The laser gives us the aim down sight speed that we want. Because the other two things brought down a little bit, the TAC laser brings it right back up. Alright, so you just ADS, boom, just quick scope for days, boys. Then we want the Solid Zero 28mm scope. I use that one because I think it's the best one. It has a 7x zoom in. Some people prefer the 3-to-8 zoom scope. I don't. The 7 is just perfect for almost all your engagements. There's been almost 0 times that I've had a problem with this scope. It's like the best one. And then last but not least, we want the 300 Norma mags. You guys thought I was going to say the .388 mags? No, man. You want the 300 Norma mags. Bullet velocity, damage range. After the nerf of the .388 mags, these are the best ones. They give you guys that maximum range, and the damage on top of that is just awesome. This thing is a marksman rifle turned into a sniper. You got the mobility of the Kar 98, so it's super light, super awesome, and then of course the damage and range of an HDR, if not better, in my opinion. So let me know down below what you guys think of this loadout. I personally think it's the best one. I really do. The Ram 7 and these attachments is amazing. Medium to close range, and it just shreds up close, almost like an SMG. And then you go medium to long, boom, you got the SPR, these amazing attachments. But again, guys, let me know down below, what are you guys using? What do you guys think is the best attachments? I want to know. Now, when it comes to perks, you guys can use whatever you want. I personally use Cold-Blooded because it keeps you away from AV and stuff, and then you have to have Overkill to use both these weapons anyways, and then Amped Up so you guys can swap your weapons faster when you need to. When you need to reload, but you're in a hairy situation, you can swap your weapon, SPR, boom, quick scope, you got it. Now, what are my tactical, my lethal? My tactical, I think it's the best one, is the heartbeat sensor, especially for Warzone. You want to see where your enemies are at. It's almost like a mini UAV in your hands at all times. You guys can almost see where your enemy's at all times, especially if they're close. Heartbeat sensor is a must. Lethal, even after the nerf, I think that C4, in my opinion, is the best option. It's the most damage. You can't throw it any far anymore, which sucks, but I mean, in a Warzone situation, you guys can still put it at, you know, door entrances, exits, stuff like that, and really control the area you're in with the C4. I still think it's the best. So, with that being said, guys, the Ram 7 loadout, the perks, the tactical, and the lethal, what do you guys use? Let me know. Again, I want to hear it down below. What do you guys use? I think this is the best one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, I want to hear your input. If you guys want to see more videos like this, give the video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, my dudes, as always, just take it one step at a time. Thanks again.